You feel it suddenly. A tight chest. A weight pressing down. No medical reason, no clear cause. Just this heavy, unexplainable pressure sitting right over your heart. Padre Pio warned that not all pain comes from the body, some comes from the invisible realm knocking on your soul. Many people experience chest tightness and assume it's just stress or anxiety. But what if it's not? What if it's the first sign of spiritual warfare approaching, a signal that dark forces are drawing near? The enemy knows your heart is the spiritual command center of your life. If he can choke your peace, he weakens your faith. If he weakens your faith, your defenses drop. And once your defenses drop, the attacks begin to spread. Into your finances, into your relationships, into your health. Padre Pio called this early pressure the enemy's silent hand pressing before the strike. When that unexplained heaviness comes, it's not random. It's not harmless. It's a spiritual alarm, one you cannot afford to ignore. Padre Pio taught that the devil rarely kicks the door open. Instead, he applies slow pressure, one breath at a time. That sudden tightness in your chest, that moment where your breath shortens, it's not just anxiety, it's spiritual manipulation in disguise. The enemy whispers, "You're overwhelmed. You're failing. You can't handle this. Everything will collapse." And as those thoughts swirl, your spirit responds physically. Your chest tightens. Your mind spins. You freeze in fear. Once fear enters, faith weakens. Once faith weakens, spiritual doors swing open. Now the enemy can move further, planting financial confusion, triggering poor decisions, straining your relationships, draining your peace. Padre Pio called this the spiritual suffocation technique, choking your confidence until your life starts collapsing from the inside out. This is not normal anxiety. This is calculated warfare. The pressure is the beginning, not the end. The enemy rarely attacks your money first. He attacks your heart because a weakened heart creates weakened choices. That unexplained chest heaviness, it's the spiritual prelude to financial collapse. When your spirit is overwhelmed, you hesitate on opportunities. You procrastinate important moves. You second-guess your worth. You shrink in fear instead of stepping forward. Padre Pio taught, the devil feeds on hesitation. Many people feel the chest tightness for weeks, even months. Then suddenly, everything begins to unravel. Business deals fail. Job security crumbles. Unexpected expenses drain your savings. Relationships fall into chaos. Not because you're incapable, but because you were spiritually worn down before the external attacks even began. The pressure on your chest was never random. It was the silent countdown before doors of destruction opened. Recognize it early, or watch your entire financial foundation start slipping beneath your feet. Time and time again, people dismiss that chest heaviness. It's probably just stress. I'm just tired. It'll pass. But Padre Pio warned, what you ignore spiritually will grow physically. One man felt daily pressure in his chest for months. He kept working, kept pushing. Then his business collapsed overnight, a chain of financial disasters he never saw coming. A woman felt the same tightness every morning before work. Soon, conflicts erupted at home. Her marriage crumbled, debt piled up, and deep depression took over. Both thought it was simply exhaustion, until their entire lives began spiraling into chaos. Padre Pio called these patterns spiritual neglect. The enemy always starts quietly, but if unchallenged, he moves in completely. Their chest pressure wasn't random. It was the enemy knocking, softly at first, then slamming through the door. How many people today are ignoring the same signal until it's too late? One of the most dangerous signs is when chest pressure comes without any medical or emotional reason. No argument, no bad news, no physical explanation. Padre Pio warned, the enemy strikes most when you feel safest. When the cause is unclear, that's often your first proof this is spiritual warfare, not simple anxiety. The enemy doesn't wait for natural reasons to attack. He chooses moments of silence, right before financial opportunities, right before family breakthroughs, right before doors of blessing open. The chest tightness becomes a spiritual distraction, pulling your focus inward while demonic forces work outward. You become paralyzed, distracted, unmotivated, spiritually drained. And while you're trapped in your own head, the enemy advances quietly into your finances, your relationships, your destiny. Padre Pio called this phase the enemy's hidden infiltration. By the time most realize it's spiritual, the damage has already begun. Padre Pio never said to wait and see. When spiritual pressure hits your chest, you must act immediately before the attack grows. Here's the emergency ritual inspired by Padre Pio to break the enemy's grip. Place your right hand firmly on your chest. Speak aloud. This body belongs to God. No darkness has authority here. Pray Psalm 27 aloud. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Anoint your forehead and chest with holy water. This seals your mind and heart against infiltration. Hold a blessed crucifix and declare, by the power of the cross, every enemy must retreat. Finish with this closing prayer. Lord, close every open door in my soul that I do not see. Protect my mind, my heart, my home, and my future. Padre Pio taught that swift action shuts down spiritual assignments before they mature. The enemy moves quickly, but so must you. Every moment you delay gives him more ground. Every prayer you declare pushes him further away. The pressure you feel isn't harmless. It's not something to ignore. It's the first whisper before the storm. Padre Pio always said, the devil taps before he storms in. If you've been waking up with chest tightness, unexplained anxiety, or an invisible weight, the enemy is already testing your defenses. But you are not powerless. The earlier you recognize the attack, the easier it is to shut it down. Cleanse your home. Speak your prayers aloud. Anoint your heart and mind. Declare God's authority over your body and your future. Every prayer is a weapon. Every word of faith is a wall the enemy cannot cross. This message didn't reach you by accident. Your spirit already knew something was happening. Now you've been given the knowledge to fight back. If this spoke to your spirit, comment, my heart belongs to God. Share this message with someone who may silently be under this attack. And don't forget to like, so others can be warned before it's too late. The pressure came to steal, but now you've been called to resist.